All right, Coach. Having pretty good success this beginning of the season. You want to talk a little bit about where you are so far?
Yeah, well, we right now we're sitting at 19-5. We went down to Texas to start the year in a blend. Took 5 losses, went down and went 0-5. And a lot of that has to do with lack of preparation. Not that we weren't preparing our kids, or kids weren't preparing hard. It's just that Mother Nature didn't give us the ability to go outside and prepare. We could have beat anybody in a cage game at that time, but to get on the field it was really difficult, especially going down and playing 3 top 10 teams in the country and all ranked in the top 10. Went down there, went 0-5. We're competitive in three, really competitive in 3 of the games, but weren't, overall wasn't very pleased with going 0-5. Never are. Our expectation levels way higher than that. But we got through that. We got through that 0-5 start. We had a couple of kids that didn't make the trip with us, a couple of starters that weren't on the trip, and lack of preparation kind of contributed to that. Came back. Since then, we've ran off 19 straight wins and against some good quality opponents. So, once we got outside, got in the rhythm of being actually on the field and playing the game of softball in its entirety instead of just working offensively inside, things have gotten really good lately.
Looking ahead, where are you going to be playing within the next week or so?
We got the return trip from Northern tomorrow. A doubleheader. We was at their place late last night. Won both games 12-0, 13-1. They weren't as competitive as games as I anticipated, but a lot of that had to do with, I think Northern just had a bad night, and that happens in our game. They just, for some reason or another, they weren't on top of their game. They didn't have their best game going, and we anticipate they're going to come and show up tomorrow with a better approach to playing, and we're expecting 2 really competitive conference games.
Obviously, with 19 wins, you're very pleased, but is there any part of the game that's really excelling or rising above as far as pitching, offense, defense?
Well, we felt like going into the year, it's like most of our teams, we felt like pitching and defense would be our strength, but our overall strength would probably be the balance and the fact that we don't rely on one dimension of the game to win. We felt like we're going to have some offensive stability. We're not type. I don't think we're a type of team that's going to beat you with hitting the ball out of the yard a whole lot. But when you talk about power numbers, triples, doubles, home runs, and you mix all those together, we do have some power because we run so well and we can slip balls in the gap, and that can contribute to our power numbers a little bit. And we're seeing that. That's been kind of an influence. Pitching's been really, been solid. We've had one pitcher out for the entire year so far. Just got released from the doctor this morning, so we should start seeing her back in the mix a little bit here in the next week.
How do you work her back in?
Slowly,
Yeah.
inning at a time.
What kind of injury was it?
She had a fracture in her foot, and we're hoping that we maybe find her an inning here and there through the next 5-6 games. Try and find innings and games just here and there, spot innings, to get her comfortable back on the mound. The good news is it was a foot injury, so the fact that she still kept her arm in shape through every day, what she could with her arm, it kept her in good enough shape. But our pitching's been stable. I mean, it hasn't been fantastic. It's never been bad, by no means. It's been very stable. But all 3 pitchers that we've thrown so far are very, very talented kids that, and they would tell you, started the year off below their expectation level, what they expected. But again, same as our team. As we've got on the field, got more live reps, they've gotten way better, and now we're throwing. All 3 are throwing really solid.
And the defense is there backing them up.
Yeah, we're extremely athletic defensively. We really like this infield. We feel like we got some real good depth to our infield.
Mm-hmm.
We can run. We don't have to run the same kids out there every day, or we can. It's our choice. Outfield, we feel like we have 5 kids that can really go get the ball. We have a couple of outfielders that are, defensively not their strength. They're probably more one-dimensional offensively, but they're getting better as well. The depth of our defense is where we're at, though, with athleticism.
Pleased with the bats?
Yeah. So far, we're scoring runs.
Yeah.
I feel like that this is a team that, like I said, we're very, very athletic. We run extremely well. We barrel a lot of balls. I mean, we don't have a lot of misses in our approach. It's really good. Seems like this is, although we're running out a lot of freshmen on the field every day, a lot of freshmen, and they have the ability to kind of take the bubble pitch and get to a hitter's pitch and they're staying off that bubble pitch, that pitcher's pitch. So far we're very pleased with it. Kind of untypical of our offense. A lot of people expect some different things than we're doing, but structurally. We have the ability not to give outs, sacrifice bunts, things like that aren't as big as our offense as it's been in the past at this point. Might change. Who knows? Just kind of the tempo of the game dictates that.
Cool. Any other major injuries or health issues?
Not major injuries. We've been, just like everybody else, kind of here and there, banged up and beat up a little bit. We're just like Rogers' group right now. It's been a long spring break.
Mm-hmm.
We played 11 games over the break. Played 2 more last night. We've had 13 games in the past 10 days, and we're beat up, banged up, and tired. But a day's rest here.
You're home tomorrow.
Home tomorrow. Really light workout today will help that. Get our legs back underneath us, and then.
Where do you go after tomorrow?
After tomorrow, we go to Seminole. Not to play Seminole. We're going down for their tournament, and we got four very competitive games down there. We got Crowder, who is a really good softball team. We beat twice earlier in the year at third place, but by no means does that mean anything. They're a better team than they were when we played them the first time, and so are we. So it's going to be a competitive game. Then we get Blinn back. Blinn's number 2 in the country, and that's a game we want to play them again. We want to see how much development we've made since going 0-5 down in Texas.
Yeah.
Come back the next day, we got Huntsville or Wallace State, and Wallace is a
Are you into your conference record then?
No, that's not conference play. This is out of conference, and you're playing. Blinn's number 2, Wallace I believe is number 4, and then we finish the weekend with Paris, Texas. So you got 4 very competitive games, but we're one of them teams too. We're in that mix. And
when do you start conference play?
Conference play started actually a couple weeks ago. Right now we're 4-0 in conference. We beat Carl Albert at a doubleheader at third place, and then beat Northern last night in a doubleheader. So right now we're 4-0 in conference, standing pretty good there. Got 2 conference games tomorrow with Northern, the weekend tournament, and we pick back conference play next Tuesday.
Okay. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.